Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joey's Retro Handhelds. I'm Joey, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Backbone 1, and this is the PlayStation edition. So I'm going to pull out the box right here, because I already unboxed it, obviously, and it looks like it's officially, I don't know, with PlayStation, made by PlayStation, made with PlayStation's blessing, something along those lines. Either way, we're going to be taking a look at it. First thing we're going to look at is just what's in the box, and the answer is nothing. There is manuals and a get the app card for some reason, but other than that, really nothing inside of here. So just the actual Backbone. Now, for those that don't know what this is, it's basically a controller to connect your phone to. So you put your phone inside, and then it connects USB-C right over here, and you can play games on it, and everything works pretty well okay. So here's the connection, USB-C. You have the actual controller here. It will expand to fit different types of phones and things like that. This itself is pretty lightweight, not much heft to it at all, really. But let's take a tour of the actual controller here. So we have kind of Switch style sticks that you can use. A D-pad here that's fine, I guess. Buttons that takes a little bit of effort to push down. You have select here and start, of course, and then I'm guessing screenshot, and I don't remember what this is, but either way, these buttons do not feel good, and you're going to see in a game what that looks like. Everything else, it just feels not great. I don't know the way to explain it, but for the price of this, which is around $100 US, you'd expect better. And I'm going to show you what better looks like in a second, but this isn't it. And there's a headphone jack and a USB-C port at the bottom here. Now, there's been a lot of different telescopic controllers, which is basically what this is. There's the GameSirs X2 Pro and X2 and all of that. There's the Razer Kishi. But my personal favorite, and it's always been my favorite, and apparently they discontinued it, is the Game Vice Flex. And that's what I have here. Same sort of idea, and around the same price range when this was brand new. This is a much better controller than what this is. And unfortunately, they don't make this anymore. I want to show you what an actually good controller looks like compared to what this is, because I've played around with this now for a few days, and it's terrible. So here's a quick example. We have actual sticks here, and while they have switch caps or kind of smaller caps on here, the range of motion on the actual sticks is huge compared to this. I don't know if you can see the difference, but you're just going in. There's like a little tap that you can do. Meanwhile, you go fully. So that's one big difference, and that comes into play in every game, especially for something like this where they want you to use it with your PlayStation 5. This is just so much better. The D-pad, so much better. The buttons, this is night and day. These buttons are fantastic, including the actual triggers, which have some resistance on them, compared to this, which has zero resistance. But these buttons are real bad. They don't, if you want to do a run and jump with square and X, you're gonna miss it most of the time. Yeah, so I just wanted to show an example of what an actually good one of these looks like. And the other good part of this, and one of the reasons I don't like this as well, is you can't use your phone case with it. So right now I'm using my S23 Ultra without a phone case so that I could slide into here. But if I go ahead and slide my phone into its case, I can go right into my Game Vice Flex, and we're here. We're done. I don't have to do anything more. I don't know if the game's going to load up because I have to change the controller, and it feels sturdy. There's nothing, this isn't going anywhere, which comes to my other complaint, and you're going to see it in a second. But having them think about controllers, and the way that they did it was extremely smart. If you've seen my Game Flex review, you know, but they add in little guards for any type of case. So you fit your case into what they have as a measurement, and then you can pick one of the ones, and they all come in the box. So they thought about it better than Sony did, I guess, but whoever made this backbone. Anyways, let's get back to this. So this, again, can't use the case, so popping it off. And this whole process is just not fun. So gonna slide that in, stick this out like that. And now here's my big issue with this. This doesn't feel really sturdy at all. And you can move this up and down, which is weird. You don't want this to happen. Don't know why this is happening, but this is supposed to be the right way to do it. And none of this feels good in comparison. Like, this is very ergonomic. You can see it. It's very ergonomic. This feels great. All the buttons feel great. All of it feels great. This does not. So I was talking about running and jumping before, and this feels awful. I don't know how else to say it. There's no nice way to put this, but pushing two buttons at once to run and jump, I don't know if it's because of the amount of pressure that you need to push down, the actual feeling of it, but it physically hurts me to do this, put it that way. So I'm not a big fan of this at all. Then you have these little switch style sticks, and you have this D-pad, which is fine, but I would want better, I guess. None of this just feels good. So what's the actual benefits of this, though? So one of the benefits here is if you want to use PlayStation Remote Play and the actual official Remote Play app, this connects it perfectly. So you don't have an issue with it. It recognizes it as a PS5 controller, and it'll work. Now, most of us, and including people that use this, have to use the third-party app called PS Play. And in my mind, that's a better app. I'm not a big fan of this official app, but it's apples and oranges at this point. Now, you can go ahead and just start playing here, and this will all depend on your network, of course, so don't keep an eye on that, but it's mostly about the buttons that we want to care about today. There's no real difference between this and any other controller because of the third-party app, PS Play. The official app isn't that great. So when you're looking at the things that this brings, there isn't much. There isn't really a reason that you would go for this over something like the Game Vice Flex or any other option, really, besides the fact that this has official branding on it, which, as we all know, in tech means nothing because Apple exists and sell things for an extraordinary amount compared to others. But otherwise, like, it's a fine option. I just don't think it's the best option, I guess is what I'm trying to get to. If you're looking for a telescopic controller and you found this at Costco like I did, go ahead, grab it, I guess. There's not a lot of other good options out there. I don't like the GameSirs. They're pretty cheap and they break. So this is fine, but it's not the best option is, I guess, the point I'm trying to make. I really wish they would sell the Flex still because this is such a good telescopic controller. It's so comfortable. The buttons are great. Everything is great about this. That's all I got for this one. Just wanted to share my thoughts on this. It's definitely going to be a return. It's going back. It's not for me. Hopefully that helps anybody else that may be looking at one of these. Don't forget to like and sub to help the channel grow, and hope you all have a good one.